morning, all. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for December 1st. Hard to believe it's December 1st, 2021. I know this sounds crazy. I'm already looking forward to spring. Winter's just beginning. It's just funny. Come December 1st, I move on. But to make a long story short, as I said, it's December 1st, or about 8:25 a.m. It's the day after a change in the Fed. The tapering idea fully on the table. The idea that inflation is transitory being thrown out. We saw that yesterday. We're dealing with the Omicron. The good news is Israel reported this morning that so far in the early testing, they are finding that the symptoms are much milder than the Delta variant. It does transmit quicker, but the efficacy rate is staying strong on the first test. 24 countries now have Omicron. It's just a question of when we get it. President Biden tomorrow is going to announce new travel rules. But the stock market getting a relief rally from the big breaks that we've had this week so far. Gold will turn out to be a disappointment again. You know, the one thing about gold, it's holding. If you look on the weekly charts, it's weekly 18-week moving average of closes. It still has a pattern of higher lows, higher highs, but it's a disappointment. Every time it gets up, it gives back chunks of what it's made up there. That's something to deal with. The dollar's been under pressure as the momentum shifted to the dollar down, the euro up. We're seeing that right now in the market. We're all waiting at this point on OPEC. What are they going to do or not do? The market is leaning to the idea that what they're going to do is not increase the production at this meeting, but that's what they're leaning to. We'll see in a moment here what I've written on that. Getting a bit of a relief rally in the grains, which everything got hit yesterday. You know, there's a phenomenon. When you get a big break in certain areas of a market, traders tend to sell what there's good things to keep the bad things, margins. That's just how it works. I've seen it over and over. I've owned brokerage firms 5 decades. So I know what I'm saying because I look at the runs as to what the customers do, and it's just a phenomena that goes on and on. The mortgage market, the MBA headline, came in basically down in 2 sectors. You were up in the purchase index, but the overall index down, and certainly the refi down as rates are going up. Now we got a nice surprise, which might say that this week's jobs data on Friday is going to look good. We had 534,000 gain in the November private payrolls from ADP. That puts the gains topping 15 million jobs since the recovery began. It is still 5 million shy of the pre-pandemic level, and it's too soon to tell if Omicron's going to throw that off. Market Group will come out with their manufacturing sector PMI at 8:45, about 15 minutes from now. We'll see what that does. As I said, Omicron's now in 24 countries. The U.S. about to change its travel rules. And of all the G7 countries, the OECD just came out with its analysis. And what they are saying at this point is that they are looking for the UK to be the biggest growth of all the G7 countries. So you put it together. Interesting to get these tidbits, but what do they all mean when you're dealing with all this volatility? And believe me, it's nice to get relief rallies, but will they hold? That becomes the new question. Is Santa Claus still going to come out of the sky and give the stock market the end of the year rally? It traditionally happens. I have no reason to bet against it, especially if Omicron comes in lighter than thought, not the terrible disease that it might be. We'll see what goes on in the other markets. And I want to remind you, this is ending now. So my Cyber Week special coming to an end. So if you want to be able to get my charting course for free, the Enhanced Bollinger Band course for free, you can make your decision. Any subscription, new subscription to a 1 year of my research, and it could be any version of my 1 year. There's 3 different versions of them out there. Well, that will get you where you want to go. All you need to do is take your cursor, move it up here, and click. You'll see an icon come up. When you see that icon, click on it. It explains the different packages, where it's at. You tell us when you want the courses to begin. That's when we'll turn them on for you. And yes, you can even give them away as a gift. If you have questions, you can always call my staff. But the best thing to do, just click on up here. It's all explained. When you click that on, you'll see the icon. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day. I'll see you at the end of the day with your market wrap-up.